Playing video games 14 hours a day. When I took over the company, Dominic said, "Cool. Can I work there?" I said yes. Because he was my brother. Because I thought maybe structure would help. Maybe a paycheck. Maybe purpose. I was wrong. Month 1. Dominic showed up 3 hours late on his third day. Said his alarm didn't go off. I docked his pay. Month 2. He left a job site without finishing the install. The client called me. I had to drive 45 minutes to finish it myself at 9 p.m. I wrote him up. Month 3. The texting incident. Company van. Fire hydrant. $6,200 in damage. I made him sign an acknowledgement that the cost would be deducted from future bonuses. There were never any bonuses. Because he never earned one. Month 4. The credit card. $3,800. Atlantic City. Business development. I canceled the card. Reported the charges internally. Made him sign a repayment agreement. He paid $200 in the first month. Then nothing. Month 6. He called in sick 8 times. I have the attendance log. A physical log. Paper. Date. Time. Reason. Because after month 2, I started documenting everything. Bridger told me to. She said, if family works for you, document like you're building a court case. Because someday you might need one. She was right. 15 years early. Month 9. Dominic started telling other employees that the company was half his. That our father started it and therefore both sons had a claim. That I'd taken it from Hank. That I was greedy. My lead technician Barlow came to me and said, "Boss. Your brother is telling the guys he owns part of this company. Is that true?" I said, "Hank signed the company to me for $1. Notarized. Filed with the state. Dominic has 0 ownership. 0 equity. 0 claim. He's an employee. A bad one." Barlow said, "You should fire him." I said, "I know." Month 11. The copper pipe. $14,000. Left the site unlocked. Walked away at 3 p.m. Didn't set the alarm. Didn't lock the gate. Just left. Told me he forgot. $14,000 in materials gone by morning. I fired him. In my office. With Bridger present. Handed him a termination letter. Handed him a severance check for $2,000. Had him sign an acknowledgement that said, "I, Dominic Locke, acknowledge that my employment with Locke Mechanical has been terminated. I acknowledge receipt of $2,000 in severance. I acknowledge that I hold no ownership interest, equity stake, or future claim in Locke Mechanical or its assets." He signed it. Didn't read it. Just signed and took the check and said, "Whatever, man. This company's going to fail without me." That was 14 years ago. The company didn't fail. It grew. Year 1 after firing Dominic, revenue $180,000. Still in debt but bleeding less. Year 3, $420,000. Debt cleared. First profitable year. Year 5, $1.1 million. Moved into commercial work. Hired employee number 8. Year 8, $2.3 million. Bought the office building. Expanded into industrial refrigeration. Year 12, $3.4 million. 23 employees. Hospital contracts. Data center work. Clean rooms. Every dollar. Every client. Every employee. Every van. Every tool. Mine. Built from a shoebox of coffee-stained receipts and $80,000 in debt that my father created and my brother made worse. Dominic spent those 14 years doing what Dominic does. Warehouse jobs. Delivery jobs.